Students, we already see the fertilization. Right now, once again, I am going to repeat fertilization. What is the fertilization? Fertilization means what? The process of fusion of male gametes with the female gamete to form the diploid zygote, and the number of nucleus in the zygote is the 2, and that's why it is shown 2n is known as a fertilization. So fertilization is a process, very important process in a flowering plant. So here the picture is there. In that fertilization process is completed. So in angiosperm, fertilization takes place twice at two different places using both male gametes and female gametes, and hence called double fertilization. So in angiosperm, two gametes of male use at the same time, and that's why the process is called as a double fertilization. And the act in which both the male gametes are utilized, one fusing with egg to form diploid zygote and other fusing with diploid secondary nucleus, is called double fertilization. It means both the gamete used here in this fertilization. That's why both gamete means what? Male gametes, called as a double fertilization. All angiosperms are characterized by unique process called double fertilization. This double fertilization mostly we can see into the angiospermic plant, and this process discovered by the Naushin in 1997. So this is the scientist, botanist, he discovered this process. How this fertilization complete, or how this fertilization is happens. Now one by one we will see. Germination of pollen grain, that is the first step. After pollination, pollen grain germinates on the stigma to form pollen tube. This type of pollen tube is here. So pollen tube grows down toward the ovule in the ovary. This is the ovary. Inside this it carries two non-motile male gametes, little cytoplasm, and degenerating tube nucleus is carried through this tube. Growth of the pollen tube occur at its tip. This is the tip, and where most of the cytoplasm is concentrated here. So the concentrated cytoplasm here at the end. How the pollen tube entered into the ovule? On reaching the ovary, the pollen tube may be entered in an ovule by one of the following three ways. The first is porogamy, second mesogamy, and third chalazogamy. In this way, the pollen enters, or the pollen tube entered into the. What is porogamy? When the pollen tubes entered in the ovule through its micropyle, it is called porogamy, and this process is the most common. So this is nothing but the porogamy process. Pollen tube, this is the micropyle end, and this is the chalazal end of the ovule. Here the pollen tube enters, and this type of enter of the pollen tube is called as a porogamy. So these are the nucleus. Now second is the mesogamy. So in this case, the pollen tube entered the ovule by piercing the integument. It is of rare occurring. So these are the integument. These are the integument, the pollen tube, and this is a rare. Now third is the chalazogamy. The pollen tube entered through the chalazal end of the ovule. Here the pollen tube entered through the ovule. Is base cause this is the chalazal end and entered into this one. Irrespective of the place of the entry into the wool, the pollen tube always enter the embryo sac near the egg apparatus. These are the egg apparatus. In this egg apparatus, the pollen tube always enters. Piliform apparatus of synergid facilitated the entry of the pollen tubes into the embryo sac. This is the embryo sac. This is the synergid cell, and this is the pollen tube. What is the syngamy or first fertilization? What happened in the first time in the fertilization? First fertilization, one of the male gamete fused with the egg or oospore to form the diploid zygote here or oospore, and this is called as a syngamy or first fertilization. So here zygote formation is take place 2n number of. Now triple fusion or second fertilization. This is the other process formed into this fertilization. So the other male gamete enter fuse with the diploid secondary nucleus to form a triploid primary endospermic nucleus. So primary endospermic nucleus means what, PM? And this process is called as a triple fusion process. Since each of the polar nucleus, this and this, is a sister nucleus of the egg, it is considered as second fertilization or double fertilization. This is. So the fertilization process in which non-motile male gamete, this is a male gamete, non-motile gamete are transported to the female gamete through the pollen tube. This is the pollen, this is a female gamete here, and this called as a siphonogamy process. This is a pollen tube, and this is ovary, and through this pollen tube, pollen grain, non-motile male gametes coming. What are the significance of double fertilization? First is double fertilization involves the use of both the male gamete produced by pollen grains. Here both the male gamete used. Second, it results in formation of diploid zygote. Here the diploid zygote which develops into embryo. This is the embryo formation. Third, it is also produce triploid PEN which develops into a nutritive issue called endosperm to nourish development of embryo. This embryo developed through this nourishing cell. Fourth, development of embryo and endosperm take place simultaneously so that unnecessary wastage of endosperm is avoided, because no unnecessary part create here. Fifth, the triploid endosperm gives better nutrition to developing embryo, and therefore seeds are more viable in angiosperm. Why in angiosperm the seeds are more viable? This is the reason. Now endosperm and embryo development, how it takes place. Sometimes the question comes into the exam, explain the development of embryo. So that time this is the answer, how the endosperm develop into the embryo. Now development of endosperm. This is the endosperm. So endosperm is a nutritive tissue for the nourishment of developing embryo. The product of second fertilization, or triple fusion called primary endosperm nucleus, that is the PEN, develops into endosperm. Now this is the PEN, primary endosperm, and their development, this here the single, here the double cell, and from 2 to 4, 4 to 8, the number of division takes place here. So this primary endosperm nucleus develop into the, and the endosperm is a post fertilization and triploid tissue. Here the triploid tissue formation takes place. In some plant, endosperm is totally consumed during the embryo development. So this is the endosperm. Resulting seed do not possesses endosperm and are called non-endospermic or eggs albuminous seeds. Because why the seed formation is not takes place here? Because whole endosperms are utilized here, and that's why that is a matlab seed formation not happen here. Example: pea, bean, gram, groundnut. These are the example of developing embryo. So depending upon its mode of development, three type of endosperms are recognized. There are following, matlab these endosperms are: first nuclear endosperm, second is the cellular endosperm, and third is the fallopian endosperm. So these are the different type of endosperm forms. One by one we will see. First, nuclear endosperm. So what happen in this type? The primary endosperm nucleus undergoes pre-nuclear division or karyokinesis. What is karyokinesis? Nuclear division of nucleus. Division of nucleus is called as a karyokinesis. So karyokinesis happen into the nuclear endosperm. This is a primary endosperm. For example, nuclear division are not followed by the cytokinesis. What is cytokinesis? Division of cytoplasm. This is the cytokinesis. So this result in formation of large number of triplet nuclei freely suspended in common cytoplasm of embryo. This is the cytoplasmic and this is the freely suspended. Later on, wall formation occurs around these nuclei in a centripetal manner to form the cellular mass, and it is the most common type of endosperm. Mostly we can see this type of endosperm into the seeds. So this is the nuclear endosperm. Second is the cellular endosperm. So in this type of primary endosperm, nucleus undergoes nuclear division immediately followed by the cytokinesis. So cytokinesis also happen into here. So therefore endosperm development occur in cellular form right from the beginning. So these are the cell formation takes place, and this it is less common and seen mostly in a dicot. This type of cellular endospermic process we can see mostly in a dicot plants. Next one is a cellular type. After that one, so again see, this is cerebrum. In this type, the primary endosperm nucleus undergoes nuclear division immediately followed by cytokinesis. Therefore the endosperm development occur in cellular form right from the beginning. शुरू से ही ये प्रोसेस होना इसमें शुरू हो जाए. एंड ये जो है ये लेस कॉमनली फाउंड इन, मोस्टली इट इज सीन इन अ डाइकॉट प्लांट्स में ये हमें देखने को मिलती है, दिस सेलुलर एंडोस्पर्म प्रोसेस. थर्ड वन इज द हेलोबियल एंडोस्पर्म. So in the halobial form, in this type, the first division of primary endosperm nucleus is followed by the wall form. So this is as a result, the central cell is divided into large micropylar and a small chalazial chamber. So here the chalazial chamber and large micropylar here. In both the chambers, further development of endosperm occur as a nuclear type. So This is a halobial endosperm. This is an intermediate type which is commonly in halobi series of monocot. Hence the name halobial. इसको halobial stable. And mostly we can see this type of division, endospermic division in monocot plants like cereals. All the cereals are there, rice, wheat, jar, bajra. In that we can see. So this halobial type of division. Now next topic is the development of embryo. How the embryo develops. Development of embryo. Now see how the embryo development. The zygote forms a wall around it and is converted into the oospore. Usually this oospore divides transversely to form a large basal cell toward the micropyle. This is a micropyle, and small apical cell toward the interior embryo sac. This is the embryo sac. Here the micropyle form. Further division occur in different planes. Means some are small, smaller. From this two-celled stage until the formation of organ, the embryo is commonly called pro-embryo. ये pro-embryo formation है. Here this the basal cell divides transversely to form a row of cell called suspensor. These are the suspensor 1, 2, 3 is, and the suspensor pushes the development. This is development embryo deeper into the endosperm for its proper nutrition. They get the nutrition from here. This is the cellular. The apical cell of the two-celled pro-embryo undergoes the transverse and two vertical divisions at right angle to each other and to form an octant stage. What is octant stage? Octant stage means what? 8 cells are formed here. Here now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these are the 8 cells formation takes place. This is octant stage formation here. That's why it is called an octant stage. The cell of octant proembryo undergo an unequal periclinial division to form outer layer of 8 smaller cells and inner mass of 8 larger cells. So here this is the 8 inner larger cell form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The 8 cell form here. This is the inner cell also formation, and the shape is the different of the cells. Outer layer gives rise to the dermatogen which produce the epidermis. The dermatogen means what? Layer formation. And the inner 8 cell gives rise to embryonal mass which is differentiated into procambium and ground meristems. It is for that inner 8 cells are useful. Later on they get differentiated to form an embryonal axis with plumule, radicals and 2 cotyledons in dicot and single cotyledon in monocot. Remember, dicot plants are the 2 cotyledonous and monocot plant is a single cotyledonous. So these radicals and plumule formation takes place with the help of these octant cell formed inside. Some cells are the larger, some are the small. So this dicot, monocot plant, there is the formation same, but cotyledons come out. These are the smaller cotyledons. Now, how the formation of fruits and seeds takes place? We will see. Simultaneously with the development of embryo and endosperm, ovary enlarge in size. जब एंडोस्पर्म और एम्ब्रियो की डेवलपमेंट होती है तो ओवरी का साइज जो होता है वो इंक्रीज हो जाता है, एंड when the sepal, petal, stamen, style and stigma falls up and ovary changes into fruit. ये जो फ्लोरल होरल पार्ट रहते हैं फ्लावर्स के, सेपल्स रहते हैं, पेटल्स रहते हैं, स्टैमेंस रहते हैं फ्लावर में, स्टाइल्स रहता है एंड सिग्मा रहता है, ये अभी अनवांटेड है, ये निकल जाते हैं. ओनली द साइज ऑफ ओवरी चेंजेस एंड द ओवरी चेंजेस इनटू फ्रूट. अभी ओवरी फ्रूट में चेंज हो गई. दिस इज द फ्रूट फॉर्मेशन. ओवरी वॉल चेंजेस इनटू द पेरिकार्प, उसको हम फ्रूट वॉल बोलते हैं, एंड विच मे और मे नॉट बी डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू एपिकार्प, मेसोकार्प एंड एंडोकार्प. एपिकार्प is the outermost layer of the fruit, mesocarp is the middle layer of the fruit, and endocarp is the internal layer of the fruit. Formation takes place. So mostly pericarp is initially green in color, and when the ripen fruit become ripened, the color become changed. For example, orange, red, purple, yellow, etc. So this type of pericarp. Each ovule in the ovary also enlarge in size. So this is ovule enlarges in size. Outer integument become thick and hard. Outer seed coat called testa, and the inner integument change into thin inner seed coat called tegment. उसको tegment बोलते हैं और outer को testa बोला जाता है. The small soft and succulent ovule become dry and hard and seed after fertilization. So seed formation takes place. तो dry हो जाता है and that is useful for after fertilization के बाद में that process form. What is the parthenocarp? Parthenocarpy, mostly the fruits are formed after fertilization, but there are some species in which fruit develop without fertilization. उसको पार्थिनोकार्पी बोला जाता है. For example, banana plant is the parthenocarpic type of fruit producing plant. So banana fruit is the parthenocarpy type of fruit. So seedless fruits always the consume. Parthenocarpy can be induced through the application of the growth hormones like gibberellin. Seedless grapes उसके जो बोलते हैं वो gibberellin से मिलते हैं. This is the parthenocarpy type of fruits. So in this way the fruit formation takes place. So here this part is finished, this part is neglected to you, and double fertilization is finished here. And in this way our first chapter is over. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe it and share it. If you will give more subscribe to me, then again I will put forth a different type of videos, beautiful videos to you. These videos are very useful for you. Thank you very much.